All right, what's up? So I'm doing my first calisthenics workout. I did today. I'm going to be breaking it down. It was a lot of fun. I had a really great chest pump. I did take my pump product. It was like not quite as hard as I thought it was. Or no. Some things were harder than I thought they were going to be, and some things were kind of easier. But I wanted to go outside and do it. They've got that thing out on Miller Field, but the gates were closed because of the snow. I ended up asking the dude at the gym, but I was like about to climb the gate. I was like, should I just climb the gate? Like, ain't nobody gonna care or whatever. And I was like really contemplating, and then I was like, I was just on the edge of doing it, and then I was like, nah, I'll just work out inside, right? And so as I'm walking into the gym, because I parked up on that hill, right? As I'm walking into the gym, I see the NC State campus police pull up, and I was like, dude, well, good thing, because like I guarantee if I was climbing the fence and they saw me, they probably wouldn't have been happy. So ended up working out inside today. Hopefully that won't be like a common thing, right? But I'm kind of quitting lifting for the most part. I don't know about legs, like for upper body stuff for sure. I'm just gonna be doing calisthenics. It's a lot, it was a lot of fun today, and I want to kind of get into that, especially with like doing abs, man. Like, I never do abs, so it was a lot of fun. It was a great time. Today I kind of focused more on push. I kind of did a lot of back the other day. My last lift, I did like bench, and then I did some, pull-ups and rows and all that stuff. So I kind of focused more on back. So I did more like a push focus day today. And then I did 3 push, 1 ab specific, and then 1 pull. And I'll kind of get into, what I was doing specifically. I think a good split for me is going to be like a 3-1-1. So like I'll focus on, pull. So I'll do 3 pull exercises, 1 ab, 1 push, or I'll get to abs and I'll do 3 abs and then 1 push, 1 pull. I don't know, something like that. But we'll see. I've been seeing a lot, I don't know anything about calisthenics. I've been seeing like straight arm, bent arm splits. I've been seeing push pull legs, so we'll see, man. But anywho, so the first thing was I just did kind of a basic warm up. I did a few sets. I only recorded the one because it's warm up, right? Doing these, normal dips, just kind of trying to stretch down into it. With these dips, I was kind of trying to like bend over top more, so I'm getting a little more chest and like less, tricep, because at the end of the day, the triceps are going to be given out pretty easily on any type of pulling stuff anyway. And then here are these pull-ups that I was doing just back to back. I like, most people probably aren't going to be tall enough to grab it and stand, but if you can, it's super, super nice because you can kind of do this real explosive, like just really yanking it. And then you don't have to worry about swinging or anything. So this is my first work set. I was doing some dips. This one, actually, I think the first set or two, the bag ended up slipping. Because normally I've done these with a plate, and you can hold a plate very easily between your legs. But this is like 35 pounds, I believe, 16 kg. And then you see it slipping there. And so then you just kind of, I was doing that with the weight, and then I was doing these, past fail, or like after I failed on the weight, I would kind of do these body weight ones, right? So here you'll see another set. I did 4 of these. I think the last 2 are a better kind of demonstration of what I'm talking about, where it was like, I've got failure, and then you go past failure with the body weight. Let's see, this third one will probably be a good indicator of what I was kind of talking about. See, I got it a little higher up, my legs there. But all the, the beginning was just kind of basic dips. Like I really, really like dips, and I had a really nice pump in chest, triceps. Shoulders, not as much. I'm not really a big shoulder dip guy. I don't really get a lot of shoulders when I do them. But yeah, see, that was failure, right? And so then I could kind of drop it and keep going. This is my last one. I will say, like, if you're running with a plate, you probably shouldn't do this because, like, you don't be dropping a plate. Like, that's kind of corny. But see, there was failure there, and then I was able to keep going. So, if you can't do like body weight dips, or you can't do very many of them, or you can't do weighted, right? If you can't do weighted, do body weight. If you can't do body weight, definitely use those assisted machines. If you don't have an assisted machine, like a big thing is like starting with negatives, right? So just jump up on it and then just kind of lower yourself, you know what I mean? And jump up on it and lower yourself. And there really is no issue with doing like variations or assisted stuff. Like I can't do an L sit, right? And so I've got, later on I was doing some L sit progressions, you know what I mean? Like you're not gonna be good at, like I'm pretty bad at a lot of this stuff. So I'm doing progressions too. Like, I think it's a big like key when you're starting out, like doing beginner stuff, is that just really don't do more than you can. Like here, okay, for instance, right? Look at this. We'll play this back. my pull-ups, and if anybody has any tips on this, notice how I'm swinging. Like, it's like, I kind of do this like elliptic motion. It makes it so hard. I can never do more than 3 without just like stopping. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I still got the muscle, like the lat strength, right? Like the strength to make it happen, but I can't, like, the stability is just so hard. I think it's because my abs are really weak, which would be nice with the calisthenics, getting back in, doing some of that. Here's another set of pull-ups. And the same kind of deal, at 3 I start swinging, so I got to chill, kind of get back into it. And this is all I did for back today, was just these pull-ups here. I think I did one more set, but this girl got in my way, so I had to go to the other side. Or she didn't get in my way, I just didn't want to be recording her and be weird. So I just decided to do them over here. I did have chalk on my hands for these pull-ups and dips. I really, really like chalk. When I bench with chalk. I squat with chalk, deadlift, everything. Chalk is wonderful. Liquid chalk, like $8 at Walmart, and it'll last you forever. Okay, so that was my back stuff. Now I'm getting into, I think the big things that I want to try to do progressions on are going to be L-sits, right? Which kind of maybe will go into a front lever. Because I think front lever will be harder than the L-sit, so start with the L-sit, right? And then I want to do front lever, and then on push exercise, I don't really care about pull much, like a muscle up, like whatever. I don't really know if I care that much. But with pushing, I want to be able to do like handstand push-ups, right? And so that's what I was kind of starting to do here as I was doing the handstand and getting into, getting comfortable in that handstand position. You'll see here that I kind of tried to do some push-ups and it really didn't work very well. But I was just kind of trying to kick up into it. So with this, I'm kind of just trying to kick up. I didn't want to use the wall, even though I had the wall there. I didn't want to use it. But I was like, whatever. I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll use the wall. I kind of try to go into it. Like, I don't get very deep. And I go for one, whatever. I go down for a second one. I kind of, fail a little bit. And then, you didn't see it, but my face was super red. Like I had, and actually after I lifted, I had little like red dots, like, freckles almost around. It was because all that blood in my face from doing the handstand. This is the L-sit variation I was talking about, right? So this is maybe like 2 or so. I saw this guy on Instagram kind of doing this L-sit like progression kind of scheme, and it's like maybe 2 or 3 progressions away, but this I didn't do it the first time, but the second and third set, right here, I'm alternating handstand, right, is the first thing, and then I'm alternating into these kind of L-sit progressions or whatever you want to call it. And I found that the best way to really like feel these was kind of hunching your shoulder over, right? So you're kind of in like you're kind of over here. You're not only are you crunching from here like your knee up, you know what I mean, but you're also crunching your chest down. So you're really feeling like, I felt that a lot better in my abs, and also like I felt it in my obliques here. And the big key here, right, is you notice I'm off the ground, right? So if this is too hard, then you would want to stay sitting, and then probably just start with like normal leg lift. Like there's a lot of different kind of progressions that you can do. It just kind of depends on your skill level, but definitely, this here is where I'm at, right? I couldn't probably do much harder, and I think if I did anything easier, it'd probably be too easy for it to be as worth it, right? This is like I was only getting, at the end I was maybe getting like 6 or something here, so this is probably right up my alley. Now, I will say, like my elbows, my wrists, these kind of like joints and stuff that I'm not used to using all the time, I was definitely feeling more. Like it didn't hurt at all, right? It's like there's no safety issue. Like I'm fine, right? But I will say that like that, my forearms, like these kind of muscles that I'm not used to using. Like when you're lifting, a lot of times lifting is super, super like stabilized, right? Even if you're doing dumbbells, that's the least stability you have. It's still like, you're laying on a bench, right? Or you're laying on the ground or something. So it's really, having to do body weight stuff is like, it was very different, and it felt a lot different, right? I got a crazy chest pump. Today was pretty crazy. It's stressing me out. People watching me. I don't know if they were trying to get in or something, but yeah. So here, just kind of doing these guys, trying to crunch up, and then I got pretty hard, so I stopped. Here I'm getting a little more in. I was like, okay, I couldn't do the I'm thinking here, right? I couldn't do the push-ups because I spent too long trying to get into the handstand. So here I'm just going to send it and go for the push-ups. Still, I could not do them, right? I did half, went into it, another like maybe half if you want to call it that or something, right? It's like, but still, you know, these are cool or whatever. Trying to, and then at the end there, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do any more. It's not. I clearly it's not working. I'm not gonna be able to do the push-ups because all this is my first day, so I'm really feeling a lot of stuff out. I'm clearly not gonna be able to do the push-ups, so you might as well just try to see if I can get more into the handstand, right? I need to nail the handstand before I can start doing the push-ups. Clearly, cool. So once again, my butt's gonna be off the ground again. And here is when I started kind of, you'll see my shoulders round over more, you know what I mean? And instead, I watched the first video, right? It looked like I was flexing this toe up more, and that was making it a little uneven. Like my right, it felt like a little, like they weren't feeling quite the same, because my right, I was pressing a gas pedal, right? I was pressing it like with the middle of my foot. But then with the left, I was like pulling real arched with my shin, right? So it was like, my ankle was super, like the angle was a lot more sharp. So here I'm trying to make this like a little softer, you know, point my toe a little bit more and kind of make it more even, right? You see, it's like I'm kind of pointing that toe. You know, same old. Trying to make it happen. And today's lift was pretty quick. I mean, I was probably in and out in 45 minutes, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe like 50. I don't know. But like if I was outside, man, I wouldn't have had to walk up nowhere. Like I just do everything right there. Like it probably would have been a 40-minute lift, maybe. Getting back into the handstand here, I'm just trying to hold it, right? So you actually notice that I'm holding it for a little bit. Wait, am I stupid? I went back into it. Oh, okay. Because here I was actually able to hold it for a little while, and it felt really good, right? That's why I kind of smile at the end. I looked at the camera. You see. Yeah, that felt good, man. It's the little micro text, right? Colby and I were talking about, like, you know, climbing. Like he was saying, climbing, because also I'm gonna get into climbing, right? So I ran 4.2 miles is what I did today. I've been running the last couple weeks. Like my mileage has been maybe between 2 or 3 days. Maybe I've done 3 runs. I've probably ran 13 miles this week or something. I don't know, but I'm running maybe like every 2 or 3 days. So I'm running. Calisthenics, and I'm probably going to be climbing with Cooper and all them like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So that'll kind of be the idea. I don't know what I'm going to do for legs yet. That's kind of the only thing I don't have figured out. I'm thinking about maybe still doing like squat, you know, high bar or something like that. Just like more volume. I don't know, man. I'm just getting kind of bored of like the power lifting. You know, it's like, oh, go in, you got 3, 2, 1, or you got, you know, 4 sets of 6 to 8, and you get, oh man, it's just like, it just got kind of boring. So I've been going heavy since like June or July, so I was kind of ready to be done with it. But anywho, my rambling is over. Yeah, the skills, right? The microtechs are a lot of fun. It's like, it's, you know, learning, being able to do that pull up there, learning how to put my shoulders over, you know, so I can feel my abs more. Like learning your body is a super, super wonderful skill. Oh no, I'm looking at the camera there, kind of tweaker. I mean, a little bit of a tweaker here. Okay, here's where I did push-ups, right? I was used to benching, so I was touching my chest to the ground, but I was touching like the sternum. So when I looked at the video back, I was like, man, I'm kind of not going that low. You know, I wonder what the deal is. I don't know. I got a few or something. We'll watch it. But I then decided I only did 1 set of normal push-ups, and then I did another set of more incline type push-ups. I was really trying to touch my upper chest. Like, you know, once again, kind of extend round my lower back, because here it's very like convex. And so I want it to be more concave, or I guess convex, and, you know, it depends on what your definition of convex is. But here I wanted to kind of round it over more, right? So that I could really touch, you know, keep my back straight, really touch my chest a little bit higher and get more upper chest situation, maybe a little more shoulder. And that gave me the idea, oh, what if I did pike push-ups, dude? So that was my final, you know, here I was kind of doing these. This is like, dude, my chest pump was crazy at this point. A big thing about push-ups, right, is that, you know, as a kid especially, it's like, oh, you just push, right? So you're pushing, there's a lot of tricep and whatever, you know. No, really what you want to be doing is like squeezing down here. It's kind of like you're doing a bench, right? But you're benching the world away from you. You know what I mean? And I don't know, like, the cues are always very subjective. So it's kind of like, oh, like, if it works for me, it might not work for you. But for me, I found that, like, I was grabbing the floor, you know what I mean? And I was pushing the floor away. And when I was doing that, I was able to really just like shoot my chest, like, you know what I mean? Got a great pump. But anywho, that was the end of that. I kind of rolled over because my arms are too tired. And then here I got into the pike push-ups. Dude, pike push-ups might be one of my favorite exercises. Because here, look at how easy this is. Rep 1. Look at how easy that is. It's like, dude, I could do like 30 of these. And then I got into it. Once again, really trying to push away. And here, it's not shoulders and triceps. People, I think when I was getting into it, I was like, oh man, it's going to be kind of hard to figure out the mind muscle connection. It's actually very easy. You're doing an incline bench. You're not doing a shoulder press. You're not doing a tricep extension like skull crushers. You're doing an incline bench. So here, you're really trying to once again bring your elbows in and your arms together type business. Just grab the earth. You know what I mean? So here I'm grabbing the earth, and it's like, look at how easy this is. And then, it gets like impossibly hard all of a sudden. And I got maybe 4, 5. Yeah, I got 5, dude. So like pike push-ups, dude, those might be my favorite. Those are a lot of fun. But anywho, that is my spiel. Yeah, I'll probably be doing, I don't know if I'll record it. And it's, whatever. But that was a lot of fun, and hopefully I'll be able to record some outside, like get the, out, because they have rings, dude. I can't wait to do like ring dips and rows, like you kind of, like TRX type rows, maybe do those on the rings or something. Just outside's gonna be so much better. They were saying that I can probably get out there when the snow is melted, they'll unlock it or whatever, and maybe I'll climb the fence. Who knows? I'll see. But anywho, that's it. I hope that y'all have a wonderful day. And please, if you have any tips or tricks or whatever, let me know, because I'm definitely new, but it's been a lot of fun. Later.